Chapter 1. The Truth About the Naval Empire. What it truly is, not a myth, not a legend. The Marine Empire exists, not as a metaphor, not as a psychological construct. It exists as a parallel dimension operating directly beneath the physical surface of the water, but also beyond it at a frequency your mortal eyes cannot perceive. It is a complete civilization, with a government, with an army, with laws, with punishments, with kings and slaves. The entrance is not only on the ocean floor, the entrances are everywhere. Water stands still, in your bathroom mirror, in a puddle after the rain, in the glass of water on your nightstand, in your tears. The true hierarchy of the abyss. At the top sits the great dragon of the sea, not an animal, but a fallen spirit that existed before the creation of humankind. Its body is as large as a continent. Its breath causes hurricanes. Its pulse generates the tides. Below it are the 7 marine kings, each responsible for an ocean, every sea, every great lake, and every river that flows into the ocean. They sit on thrones made of sunken ships and chained souls. Then the marine princes. They rule over ports, coastal cities, and island nations. Every port in this world has an unseen prince who reigns over smuggling, prostitution, and political corruption. The marine priestesses, the Mami Wata and her army of water spirits. They are the temptresses. They come in dreams, they come in mirrors, they come in bathtubs. They are beautiful, but their beauty is a trap. The marine soldiers, former humans who sold their souls. They no longer have names, only numbers. They patrol the underwater roads and guard the prisons. The slaves, those who refused to serve but could not escape, float in bubble prisons at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, screaming silently because the water muffles their cries. How the Empire interacts with the human world. The Marine Empire doesn't need to visit you. You come to them. Every time you go into the water and feel uncomfortable, that's them. Every time you dream of drowning, that's an invitation. Every time you look in a mirror and see something behind you for a split second, that's them. They communicate through dreams, mirrors, water surfaces, fog, puddles, your tears, seawater touching your skin, the water in your body. Chapter 2. Sorcery, Marine Magic. How water magic really works. There is no white magic. There is only magic. And all magic that touches water originates from the Marine Empire. Marine sorcery works on a simple principle. Water stores memories, feelings, and spirits. If you speak to water, the water listens. If you shout at water, the water remembers your anger. If you drip blood into water, you open a door. The different types of marine sorcery. Mirror magic. A mirror is frozen water. If you look into a mirror at night by candlelight, you don't see your reflection. You see the Marine Empire watching you. Fortune tellers use mirrors because marine spirits speak through them. Every glass ball is an eye of the Empire. Dream magic. Marine sorcerers can enter your dreams by placing a bowl of water next to your bed. They step into the water, travel through invisible channels, and appear in your sleep. This is not a metaphor. This happens every day while you sleep. Rain magic. Rain is the Marine Empire's telephone network. Every raindrop carries a message. If you are standing in the rain and feel afraid for no reason, a spirit is speaking to you. If you cry in the rain, the Empire drinks your tears as energy. River magic. Every river flows to the sea. This means every river is a highway for marine spirits. If you cross a bridge and feel dizzy, a spirit is trying to pull you into the water. If you throw a coin into a fountain, you are praying to marine spirits. You think it's a wish? It's an offering. Blood magic, the most powerful form. A drop of human blood in seawater opens a gateway that remains open for a year. This is why coastal cultures have sacrificed animals on the beach for millennia. The blood flows into the water. The kingdom drinks. Why wizards use water. Every true wizard, witch, and shaman has a water ritual in their practice. They call it purification. In truth, it's communication. When a witch says, "Purify yourself with salt water," she's invoking the Marine Empire. When a wizard says, "Drink this secret water," you're drinking the spirit. When a shaman says, "I see the future in water," he's not lying. He's seeing what the marine spirits are showing him. But the spirits never show the whole truth. They show what makes you dependent. Chapter 3. Witches, their true nature and their activities. What witches really are. A witch is not a person with special powers. A witch is a person who has made a pact with the marine empire. The powers do not come from within her. The powers come from the water that flows through her. Every true witch has undergone a water ritual, usually unconsciously. She almost drowned as a child, or she dreamed of someone giving her water, or she spat into a well and swore an oath she didn't understand. Since then, she has been working for the empire, whether she knows it or not. The different types of witches and their tasks. The dream witch, her task is to appear in your dreams. She disguises herself as your dead grandmother, your childhood sweetheart, an angel. She whispers advice to you. You think it's intuition. In truth, she's manipulating you. Every random decision that has ruined your life, perhaps it was a dream witch. The mirror witch. She lives near water. Her mirror is her altar. She looks into it every night and speaks to the face that looks back, but it isn't hers. The mirror witch can see what you do when you stand in front of the mirror. She can steal your reflection. If one day you see yourself in the mirror and think, "That's not me," then it isn't. The mirror witch has taken your face and given you a false one. The river witch, she lives by flowing water. She throws objects into the river, hair, fingernails, photos, letters. The river carries her magic to you. If you anger a river witch, she will throw a stone with your name on it into the water. 3 days later, you will have an accident. 7 days later, pain will visit you. The rain witch, she dances in the rain, but not for joy. She dances to receive orders. Every raindrop that touches her face is a word from the Marine King. She does what the rain tells her. If she comes to your house in the rain, don't open the door. She brings no good news. The blood witch, the most dangerous. She makes sacrifices, animals, birds, sometimes butterflies. She pours the blood into the water. Each sacrifice is payment for a curse. If you know someone who hates you and has access to water, beware. A blood witch can speak your name into the water and make you sick within a week, not because she is powerful, because the water obeys. What witches really do at night? They don't sleep. They travel. Between midnight and 3 a.m., their spirit leaves their body. It rises from their mouth as blue mist, as moist breath, as a snail of shadows. It glides to the nearest body of water, a puddle, a toilet, a glass of water, and plunges in. From there, it travels through underground channels to the midnight gatherings. These gatherings are not in the forest. They are beneath the forest, in caves filled with groundwater. There, they sit on stones that came from the sea. There, they speak a language that sounds like flowing water. There they receive their orders. Visit number 12. The woman there no longer prays. Remind her of her fear. Go into the dream of the man on the park bench. Whisper suicidal thoughts to him. He is useless to the kingdom. The new neighbor has a guardian spirit. Find out who it is. Destroy it. And then they return to their bodies, the sweat on their foreheads cold, their eyes red, their hands wet. They wake up and remember nothing, only a dream of water. But they do it, every night. Chapter 4. The Victims. When people serve the naval empire. Volunteer servants. The lie of choice. No one serves the Marine Empire willingly, but everyone thinks they have a choice. The empire lures them with 3 things: wealth, beauty, and power. And the people come. They come in droves, they come in dreams, they come when they are most desperate. The different types of victims and their stories. The love victim. A young woman, lonely, unloved. She stands before the mirror and wishes for someone to love me. The kingdom hears. That night, she dreams of a handsome man rising from the lake. He loves her. She wakes up happy. But the man is not human. He is a marine spirit. He visits her every night. In the morning, she is tired. After a year, she is ill. After 3 years, she dies, and her spirit belongs to him forever. The money victim. A man, broke, desperate, on the verge of homelessness. He goes to the river and shouts, "I'll give anything for money." The kingdom hears. 3 days later, he finds a job. After a month, he is rich. But every night, he dreams of drowning. Every morning, he wakes up with wet hair, even though he hasn't showered. The water in his body is working for the kingdom. He is rich, but he can no longer sleep. He can no longer feel love. He is an empty shell, but the bank account is full. The victim of power. A politician, ambitious, unscrupulous. She throws a coin into the sea and whispers, "I want control." The empire listens. She wins the election. She rises. But behind every smile she flashes is a marine ghost shaping her mouth. Her speeches are not hers. Her decisions are orders. She is the boss, but she is also the prisoner. The victim of fame. A singer, talented, hungry for fame. A friend gives him a potion, water with a drop of blood. He drinks it. The next day, he has a record deal. But he no longer writes his own songs. The words come from the water in his throat. The melodies are the screams of marine prisoners. His fame is their torment. What happens to the victims after death? Death is not salvation. Death is the reckoning. When a servant of the marine empire dies, their spirit doesn't go to heaven, not to hell, it goes to the water. The marines collect them. At the hour of death, when their soul leaves their body, they chain them, they pull them down. 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 Once they reach the ocean floor, they are brought before the Marine King. The verdict is always the same. If they served well, they become a Marine. No body, no name, just service. If they serve badly, they become a pillar, a coral, a piece of the seabed, forever rigid, forever conscious, forever in agony. And the worst part, you can't see it. When you stand at their grave and weep, their ashes have long since been scattered in the sea. That wasn't an accident. That was the collection. Chapter 5. The Attacks. How the Marine Empire destroys people. Daily attacks you're unaware of? The Marine Empire doesn't attack with swords. It attacks with fatigue, confusion, depression, fear, lust, anger, loneliness. Every negative feeling you have is a point of attack. Every moment of weakness is an open door. Fear. No reason, no sound, no danger. Yet, racing heart, sweating, the urge to run away. This isn't a nervous breakdown. This is a marine ghost standing right in front of you, but you can't see it. Your body sees it, your soul sees it, your mind understands only the fear, the rage attack. You scream at your child, your partner, your mother, over something trivial. Afterward, you don't know why. That wasn't you. That was a ghost using your mouth for a split second. It wanted you to scream. It wanted you to destroy. Because every destroyed relationship is a victory for the kingdom. The loneliness attack. You're surrounded by people and feel alone. This isn't social anxiety. This is a ghost standing between you and others. Invisible, but real. It isolates you. The more isolated you are, the easier it is to be attacked. Your friends are your defense. The ghost wants you to lose them. Night attacks, the worst time. Between 2 and 4 a.m., the Marine Empire is most active. Most people are asleep, their defenses are down, their spirits are out. Sleep paralysis. You wake up, unable to move. A black figure sits on your chest. You hear rushing water. You smell salt. This is not a dream. This is a marine spirit visiting you. It cannot possess you while you are awake, so it paralyzes you. It whispers things in your ear that you forget when you wake up, but which remain in your subconscious. planting, seed. Nighttime visits and dreams. You dream of water, of drowning, of beautiful beings pulling you underwater. You wake up, wet pillow, wet hair, no sweating, real water. Where did it come from? Your body produced it at the spirit's command. You drank the water offered to you in your dream. Now you are connected. Mirror attacks. You get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. You look in the mirror, out of habit. For a split second, your reflection smiles differently than you do. That wasn't a trick. That was a ghost using your reflection to mark you. From now on, it can see you whenever you look in a mirror. Chapter 6. The Signs. How to recognize that you are being attacked. Physical signs. The body speaks the truth. Your body doesn't lie. Your mind lies constantly. Your body shows you the truth. Wet spots. You wake up with wet hair even though you haven't sweated. Your pillow is damp. Your pajamas are damp at the feet. This isn't humidity in the room. This is a spirit that has touched you. Its fingers are water. Cold neck. You're sitting on the sofa, and suddenly the back of your neck becomes ice cold. You turn over. Nothing. The cold spot remains. This is a spirit standing directly behind you. It is breathing on the back of your neck. Its breath is the water of the Mariana Trench. Heavy limbs. You stand up and your legs feel like lead. You raise your arms. They are heavy. This isn't tiredness. This is a spirit clinging to your limbs. Invisible. Light as water, but heavy as a chain. Ringing in the ears. You hear rushing water, but you aren't near any water. You hear whispers, but you're alone. These aren't hallucinations. These are marine ghosts trying to talk to you. They're not loud enough yet, but they're getting louder. Fishy smell. You suddenly smell fish in your bedroom, in your car, in your kitchen. There's no fish there. The smell is coming from a ghost. Marine ghosts smell like stagnant water, salt, rotting seaweed. When you smell the scent, the ghost is less than a meter away. Psychic signs. When your mind changes, your mind is the battlefield. When your thoughts change without your consent, someone is attacking. Alien thoughts. You suddenly think something that doesn't feel like you. Jump off the bridge. Cut yourself. Leave your family. These aren't your thoughts. These are whispers. Marine spirits can't create thoughts, but they can plant them in your mind. Like a seed. The seed grows. Eventually you think it's your idea. It isn't. Sudden outbursts of anger. You're calm. Something small happens. You explode. Afterward, you cry with shame. That wasn't you. That was a spirit pushing your anger buttons. It amplified your emotions until they boiled over. Not because you're weak, because it's strong. Uncontrolled lust. You're watching something decent. Suddenly, lust. Urgent. Dirty. You click on things you didn't mean to click. You do things you didn't want to do. Afterward, you hate yourself. This isn't an urge. It's a spirit using your sexuality for its own purposes. It feeds on your lust. Every orgasm is its meal. Self-hatred. You look in the mirror and see what you see. You talk to yourself. You're worthless. That's not your voice. That's the voice of a spirit speaking through you. It wants you to destroy yourself. Because when you destroy yourself, you're working for it. Without even knowing it. Nightmares are always the same. You keep dreaming about water, about drowning, about waves swallowing you, about a dark being beneath you. This isn't a recurring dream. This is a visit. The same spirit visits you every night. It becomes more and more distinct. Eventually, you'll see its face. Then it will be too late. Spiritual signs. When your soul suffers. The soul speaks a different language. If you feel these signs, your soul is in danger. Sensation of presence. You are sitting alone in the room, but you don't feel alone. There is something. Behind you, beside you, under you. You turn around, nothing. But the feeling remains. This is not your imagination. This is a spirit so close that your soul senses it, even if your eyes cannot see it. Heaviness in the room. You enter a room and the air is thick, heavy, humid. You feel as if you are going underwater, even though you are standing on solid ground. A spirit has occupied the room. It is not just there, it has filled the room with itself. You are breathing it in. That is why the air is heavy. Change temperature. A spot in the room is suddenly freezing cold. The rest is warm. You get up, leave, come back. The cold spot is still there. This is not a draft. This is a spirit standing in that spot. His presence draws warmth from the air because he himself comes from a different temperature, from the cold waters of the deep sea. Shadow movements. You see something out of the corner of your eye, a movement, a silhouette. You look directly. Nothing. That wasn't a play of light. That was a spirit moving. Faster than you can see. But not so fast that your soul didn't see it. Dreams of beautiful beings. You dream of a beautiful woman rising from the water, of an attractive man reaching out his hand to you. You wake up and feel different. In love, obsessed. Yearning. That wasn't a pleasant dream. That was an encounter. The being you saw was a marine spirit. It touched your soul. Now it wants more. Chapter 7, The Weapons. How to defend yourself. The truth about protection. The Marine Empire is powerful, but it is not all-powerful. There are ways to protect you, but those ways are not what you're told in churches or New Age books. Prayer alone won't help if you wake up with wet hair at night. Incense won't help if there's a ghost sitting in your mirror. Crystals won't help if your body is 70% water, and water listens to the kingdom. You must fight differently. Physical defense, the body as a fortress. Your body doesn't lie. Your mind lies constantly. Your body shows you the truth. No open water at night. Don't bathe after sunset. Don't shower. Don't go to the swimming pool. Don't walk on the beach. The Marine Kingdom is active at night. At night, the water belongs to them. If you go into the water at night, you enter their territory. Cover mirrors. Cover your mirrors at night with a cloth, with towels, with anything that isn't transparent. An uncovered mirror at night is an open gateway. You sleep. The kingdom looks through the mirror into your bedroom. A towel over the mirror is a closed door. No water next to the bed. No glass of water on the nightstand. No vase of water in the bedroom. No aquarium in the same room where you sleep. Water next to your sleeping body is an invitation. The spirit rises from the glass and into you. Dry feet before bed? Dry your feet before going to bed? Sounds ridiculous? Marine spirits enter through moisture. Wet feet on the floor are wet footprints for ghosts. Dry feet are no entry point. Salt isn't just for the kitchen. Salt is the enemy of the Marine Empire. Salt dries things out. The kingdom is made of water. Sprinkle salt in front of your bedroom door. Sprinkle salt on your windowsill. Sprinkle salt around your bed. A circle, not a horseshoe. A closed circle. The ghost cannot walk over salt. It burns it. Mental defense, the mind as a weapon. Laughter is deadly to ghosts. A Marine ghost cannot stand it when you laugh. Not sneering, not fearful, real laughter. Joy. It feeds on fear, anger, lust, sorrow, but joy is like poison to it. If you are scared at night, put on a comedy. Call a friend who can make you laugh. The ghost will leave. It cannot stand your joy. Sing, but properly. Singing helps, but not every song. Marine ghosts hate singing that comes from the throat, not the mind. Hum. Hum. Deeply. Hum with your mouth closed. The vibration in your throat disrupts their frequency. They hear you humming. They leave the room. Speak loudly when you are alone. Marine ghosts whisper. They cannot handle volume. If you hear a noise at night, speak loudly. Say, I see you. You are not welcome. Go. Don't plead. Don't beg. Command. Your voice, loud and clear, is like a light in the darkness. The mind will retreat, not because it's afraid of you, but because it can't bear the volume. Think in dryness. This sounds strange. but it works. When you're afraid, think of deserts, of sand, of heat, of dry dust. Your thoughts create an atmosphere. The marine realm consists of water. If your thoughts are dry, it can't penetrate your mind. Imagine you're sitting in the Sahara. No water, no sea, no river. The mind can't harm you in this thought. Spiritual defense, the soul as a shield. Refuse to be afraid, the most important thing of all. Marine spirits can't harm you if you aren't afraid. They can't possess you, they can't make you sick, they can't trap you in nightmares. But you really mustn't be afraid. Not just say, I'm not afraid. You must feel it. This is hard. But it's the only weapon that always works. Call their name. Say it out loud. Marine Empire. Mami Wata. Leviathan. When you call their name, you lose the fear of the name. And when you lose the fear, they lose power over you. Say it out loud. Say, I know you exist, and I'm not afraid of you. This isn't a spell. This is a declaration of war. And they hate it when the enemy isn't afraid. Deny the sacrifices. Stop giving them what they want. They want your lust? Live with abstinence. Not out of fear, out of power. They want your rage? Take a deep breath. Count to 10. Deny them the outburst. They want your despair? Seek help. Talk to someone. Don't leave yourself alone in your grief. They want your tears? Cry. But don't cry into the water. Cry into a handkerchief. Burn it. Every sacrifice you refuse is a blow to the kingdom. Close the gates. All the gates you have unknowingly opened, you can close. The glass of water by your bed? Get rid of it. The uncovered mirror? Cover it. The nightly baths? No more. The porn you watch? Stop. The rage you unleash? Control it. Every closed gate is a victory. Every victory makes you stronger. Every stronger person is a threat to the Marine Empire. The ultimate truth. The Marine Empire is real. It is powerful. It is organized. It has billions of minds, thousands of years of experience, and it has one advantage. Your body is 70% water. You already carry the enemy within you. But here is the truth. The Empire doesn't want you to know you are stronger. Not because you are more powerful, but because you have a body, a real one of flesh and blood. The Marine Empire has no body. It can only act through you if you let it. It can only grasp through your hands if you offer them to it. It can only see through your eyes if you look for it. Deny it your body, deny it your hands, deny it your eyes, deny it your lust, your anger, your fear, your tears. The Marine Empire is a parasite. It cannot live without a host. Don't be a host. And if you wake up at night and hear the water rushing, don't whisper. Don't scream. Breathe calmly and say, I am not a gate, I am not a bridge, I am not a vessel, I am a human being, and you have no power over me. Then turn around, close your eyes, go back to sleep. The ghost will leave. It has no choice. Afterward, what you should do now. A bottle, no vase, salt under your bed and in front of the door. A circle around your sleeping place. Observe your dreams. If you dream of water, wake up. Don't drink water in your dreams. Don't follow any beautiful figure into the sea. Stop giving the Empire what it wants. No more outbursts of anger. No more uncontrolled lusts. No more despair without help. No more lonely tears in the sink. Speak out loud when you're afraid. I'm not afraid of you. Repeat it until it's true. Find allies, friends, family, community. The Marine Empire hates witnesses. It attacks in secret. Draw it into the light. And the most important truth of all, you're not crazy. You're not imagining things. The tiredness, the fear, the nightmares, the anger, the lust you can't control, that's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to do something about it now. The Marine Empire doesn't wait. It attacks every night, now you know. What do you do with this knowledge?